Teamwork skills. Teamwork is one of the most sought-after skills in the workplace. Advancements in technology have allowed companies to be more connected and collaborative than ever before, with a diverse workforce dispersed around the world. Now is the perfect time to start practicing your teamwork skills. Group work is an integral part of your academic leadership abilities. Word Power 9. Express your thoughts. Advocating difficult words. Troubles, disorders. The power and charm of simplicity, words as juxtaposition, animadvert, salutation, recapitulate, words of these nature tend to make your style heavy, dry, and pedantic. Short Anglo-Saxon words have force, such as gift, instead of donation, poor, instead of impecunious. There is a simple beauty in ship, shop, walk, tree, earth, mate, man, friend. The Latin and Greek words are important to know, but should be used with discretion, and never to overwhelm a reader or listener. Simplicity and directness in language are always effective. Recall that the schwa symbol has the sound of the A, in about, or in Linda. Phobias and Manias. After this video, you may think that we are advocating the use of long and difficult words. But the words we have discussed here are the only ones that accurately describe the troubles and disorders that afflict many people. There are no substitutes for most of them. But let this rule generally hold. Never, or at least almost never, use a long word where a short one will do. Words, as you well know, are to express your thoughts, not to conceal them. We touched on a number of normal human characteristics in the last video. Now we turn to a few of the abnormalities of the human mind, to the words that particularize mental peculiarities, neuroses, phobias, and mild or violent personality disorders. Let us discuss, first, 5 of the most common manias. Kleptomania, pyromania, dipsomania, megalomania, and monomania. 1. The pyromaniac has a strange and morbid passion for fire. They will burn down a house with no slightest sense of malice, but merely because they are fascinated by the flames. 2. The dipsomaniac has an uncontrollable compulsion to drink. Their vice is a good deal more than a socially pleasant habit, of course. It is an emotional problem, and they must drink and get drunk whether they really want to or not. 3. The megalomaniac has a conviction that they are Napoleon or Caesar, that they have enormous wealth, or even, sometimes, that they are God. They are continually obsessed by delusions of grandeur. 4. The monomaniac is unbalanced in just one area. On everything else except their own pet and particular delusion they may be completely normal. 5. The kleptomaniac has a compulsion to steal. The victim of this aberration may be wealthy, and the object stolen may be worthless. Moreover, the kleptomaniac never has any use for the lifted trinkets, nor any plans for their disposal. They just can't help taking them. Write in the blank lines the maniac described by each of the following sentences. 1. He can't take one drink and then stop. 2. He is mentally deranged on one subject. 3. She is apt to steal any little object that she sees. 4. He imagines he is God. 5. It is dangerous to leave them alone with matches. Answers. 1. Dipsomaniac. 2. Monomaniac. 3. Kleptomaniac. 4. Megalomaniac. 5. Pyromaniac. What's your pet phobia? You haven't any? Don't be too sure. How about your startled turtle habit of ducking under the bedclothes when the lightning crackles? Or your shudders when a snake crosses your path? Or possibly you edge away from the tops of tall buildings because height makes you feel funny. If you are an average man you have, not 1, but 2.21 phobias. If you are an average woman you have 3.55 phobias. Here is a list of the 12 most common phobias. You need not try to remember them, as they will hardly ever be useful to you unless you are a psychiatrist, in which case you already know them. Morbid, characterized by gloomy or unwholesome feelings. 1. Seronophobia, morbid dread of thunder. 2. Astrophobia, morbid dread of lightning. 3. Ophidiophobia, morbid dread of snakes. 4. Nyctophobia, morbid dread of darkness. 5. Acrophobia, morbid dread of heights. 6. Pyrophobia, morbid dread of fire. 7. Aquaphobia, morbid dread of water. 8. Ailurophobia, morbid dread of cats. 9. Cynophobia, morbid dread of dogs. 10. Agoraphobia, morbid dread of open spaces. 11. Triskaidekaphobia, morbid dread of the number 13. 12. Claustrophobia, morbid dread of close spaces. Three of these phobias are particularly common. 1. Claustrophobia. The victim feels choked by small rooms or crowded or confined places. If there is not plenty of open space around him, his discomfort is acute, he may even go into a panic. 2. Agoraphobia. Contrarily, someone suffering from this problem cannot stand open spaces, very large rooms, public areas that have few people, empty theaters, for example, etc. He finds it painful, if not impossible, to walk across a deserted ball field. He is terrified, in short, by limitless horizons. 3. Acrophobia. The person burdened with this fear is panic-stricken by heights. He cannot mount higher than the third or fourth step of a ladder, cannot look out of the top windows of a tall building, is terrified of rapidly ascending elevators, would rather die than take a plane trip. For more people with emotional or mental problems. 1. The hypochondriac continually complains about imaginary ills. A heart flutter means heart failure. A headache is a brain tumor. An upset stomach indicates gastric ulcers or cancer. The only real problem is, of course, a morbid imagination. The ailment, hypochondria. 2. The amnesiac suffers from loss of memory. The cause is often a blow on the head or some sudden emotional shock, after which the victim's past becomes a complete blank. He cannot even recognize his family and closest friends. In time, with treatment, there is usually a recovery. The ailment, amnesia. 3. The somnambulist walks in his sleep. The ailment, somnambulism. For the insomniac is habitually afflicted with wakefulness at times when he wishes to sleep. The ailment, insomnia. Who would be most likely to say the following? 1. What a night, I didn't sleep a wink. 2. I walked around the room last night. Why, I was fast asleep. 3. Who am I? I've completely forgotten my name. 4. I don't care what the doctor says. I know I've got heart trouble. 5. I can't live in an apartment on the 5th floor. Isn't there anything vacant lower down? 6. I'm getting out of here. This place is so small I think the walls are going to crush me. 7. No thanks, I can't go fishing with you on that enormous lake. It goes on forever. Answers. 1. Insomniac. 2. Somnambulist. 3. Amnesiac. 4. Hypochondriac. 5. Acrophobe. 6. Claustrophobe. 7. Agoraphobe. For victims of very serious mental illness. 1. The manic depressive has alternating moods of depression and wild, uncontrollable exaltation or excitability. Changes are unpredictable and come without warning. The illness, manic depression. 2. The schizophrenic is a split BR divided personality. He loses contact with his environment, lives in an unreal world of his own making, and often imagines he is someone else. The illness, schizophrenia. 3. The melancholiac has fallen into a fixed condition of despondency. He often thinks of, or attempts, suicide. The illness, melancholia. 4. The paranoiac has delusions of persecution. He imagines that people are trying to poison him, that he is being pursued by enemies, that everyone is against him. The illness, paranoia. According to Freudian psychology, the person who has grown up without successfully adjusting to the parent-child relationship or to his own place in the family constellation may develop either of the following. 1. An Oedipus complex. The male so burdened is the typical mama's boy who has been overprotected and overbabied and prevented from maturing emotionally. Unconsciously, according to the Freudians, he has a repressed desire to kill his father and marry his mother. 2. An Electra complex. This is the female version of the Oedipal problem. The girl is hostile to her mother, in love with her father. Can you match the problem area with the name of the disturbance? Either problem area, numerically, or disturbance area, alpha letter, or both. Problem area. A. Grandeur. B. Illness. C. Sleepwalking. D. One single obsession. E. Hilarity followed by gloom. F. Fire. G. No contact with reality. H. Persecution. I. Attachment to mother. J. Thievery. K. Open areas. L. High places. M. Confined areas. N. Memory. O. Liquor. P. Attachment to father. Q. Overwhelming sadness. R. Sleeplessness. Disturbance area. 1. Pyromania. 2. Dipsomania. 3. Megalomania. 4. Monomania. 5. Kleptomania. 6. Hypochondria. 7. Amnesia. 8. Somnambulism. 9. Insomniac. 10. Manic depression. 11. Schizophrenia. 12. Melancholia. 13. Paranoia. 14. Oedipus complex. 15. Electra complex. 16. Claustrophobia. 17. Agoraphobia. 18. Acrophobia. Answers: 1F, 2O, 3A, 4D, 5J, 6B, 7N, 8C, 9R, 10E, 11G, 12Q, 13H, 14I, 15P, 16M, 17K, 18L.
welfare.
Officer down, officer down.
7, are you saying that the deputy's unresponsive or the suspect?
Both.
I have climbed highest mountains, I have run through the fields only to be with you, only to be with you. I have run, I have crawled, I have scaled these city walls, only to be with you. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. I have kissed honey lips, felt the healing in her fingertips. It burned like fire, this burning desire. I have spoken with the tongue of angels. I have held the hand of the devil. It was warm in the night. I was cold as a stone. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. I believe in the kingdom come, that all the colors, they will bleed into one, bleed into one. But yes, I'm still running. You broke the bonds and you lose the chains, carry the cross of my shame, of my shame. You know I believe it, but I still haven't found what I'm looking for. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for.
If I sent a rose to you for every time you made me blue,
If I send a rose of white, or every time I cry all night, you'd have a room full of
petals, and you tore them all apart.
you'd be tearing up the roses.
Just the way you tore my heart. If someday you're feeling blue, you could send the rose or two.
Don't send me your room full of roses. I just want my arms around you.
And if I took the petals
And would tear them all apart.
I'd be tearing up new roses.
Honey, just the way you tore my heart. Someday you're feeling blue, and you could tend a rose or two.
Don't send me room full of roses. I just want my arms around you.